I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell. Hey, I can tell this is the start of something fresh. Shout out Hex Revision and Donna Hex, yes. I confess, Hexicans don't stress, cause as a community we one up. So tell me, are you in, or tell me, are you out? Do you want to win, or do you chase the clout? What is this really about? The treasury and lottery. If you meant dark tokens, you can get a part of it. So how does it work? Let me explain. First you buy the dark token, now you're in the game. Then you mint the dark and get a fuel cell. That's an NFT, one that earns yield. As long as you have it, it feels like magic. But if you vaporize the NFT, that's tragic. So most think crypto is a game. Are you here for the fame, or here to make a name? See, Hexicans reign, we create our own lane. I thought I told you, we the new financial gain. AGProject.io was the flow. And if you know what I know, then you know what I know. That's just how it go. Something like to support the team, the dream. Public service announcement, t.me/anti-gravity saga is the telegram. Tap in. It's for y'all. I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell.
Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Cuatro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement on a very happy St. Patrick's Day. This is probably backwards to you guys, but I might have to flip it. But get lucky. Yeah, it's look backwards to me. Let me know if it's backwards to you guys. I can flip the camera. But yeah, it's a really good day to get lucky in crypto. Shout out to the Actuator guys right there. Ooh. Actuator mug. I did not win that at the golf tournament. I bought it from Frank Polanczyk. Corey says, need I say it? The alpha. You guys are getting so much alpha here. Teaching class this morning, so I'll have to unmute occasionally. Good morning. Where is Red Squirrel? He probably went to bed where he is. It's probably too late. Ray says, you better be wearing dark green or I'm going to send the bright light. LOL. I like that. Good. That green is going to get lucky. LOL. Yep. You're good. You're good. Cool mug. That is a cool mug. It is solid copper and it's handmade. And I use it for coffee, which isn't great because copper is conductive. So it burns your hand a little bit. It's made for like Moscow mules and ice cold drinks. But I mean, they brought a bunch of these to the golf tournament. And like I said, I didn't win it. I just bribed Frank with dark, and so he gave it to me. Pink Miss Well has been quiet lately. Yes, actually, the Pink Miss Well has done some things in the background that some people may not have noticed, including some of the other liquidity providers. They pulled a lot of that liquidity, and basically, they're sending people, helping send people to Bistro, which is the place that you're going to get the best deal. This hands down, you're just going to get the best deal on that one. Let's see here real quick. What have we got in here? Yep, another J3 fuel cell has sold on either Mintra or Pulse Market app. If you guys missed the minting of J3 fuel cells that get you into the lotteries coming up, including the lottery on Wednesday, there's a lottery in 2 days, which is over $234,000 of dark is going to be given out to the fuel cells that win. So you can actually buy a live NFT that still is good throughout this whole time, throughout all of Journey 3. Then you can buy that on Mintra and PulseMarket.app. Hello, Pulse Ray Vision, CryptoCap 46, Corey, an investor, Bright Light, 100%. The ink was taken for dark on Bistro. So someone went in and swooped that. It was like a $200 or $300. Dude, there was a $200 or $300 ARB on Bistro last night with ink and dark. Did you see that?
No. So
100 dark were sitting there for ink, and it was $200 below market price.
Oh man!
So someone just gave up like, I don't know, it was like 777 or something like that ink, and they walked with 100 dark.
And then so they arbed it by getting it, but they didn't complete the arb by the sell.
I don't think they did. No, we're sitting at $15.
Hell yeah, dude.
And the rest of the and someone bought the other set as well.
Dude, I'm telling you, people, anyone that's I mean, look, me personally, I'll tell you what my move would be. I would, and again, this is no financial advice. I love the Bistro. I love the OTC dark. I mean, that's lovely to me. However, I personally, especially now that NFT marketplace, this whole project was designed with the ERC 721 technology at the core. We'd always been told that they were just PFPs, et cetera. But as WhatsApp showed us, they could be used for so much more. And as to give credit to the original, as Alex, from Hedron showed us with HSIs, they can be so much more. They can literally be financial tools. And so we created that as the core. And the thing is, the NFT marketplace and being able to be able to sell these on NFT marketplace creates such a new, interesting dynamic with it. And so, for example, I can go on, just like you can get an HSI, but way different because of how the excitement. I can go on and I can go get a fuel cell if there are any for sale. I mean, it's usually slim pickings, but if anyone has theirs listed on Mintra, like Mintra or Pulse Market or any of the other marketplaces, if there's some on there, being able to snag one of those where the first lottery is going to be paying out almost 11 dark per fuel cell, if the math is mathing properly, which we've done a spreadsheet and everything. I think we've got it down to the decimal. And then the way the other payouts look, dude, I would much prefer spending my money and getting an active fuel cell. If I miss the mint, or as we always tell people, you don't have enough fuel cells, get those. And instead of buying my dark on beat, not instead, I'm just saying what I would do. So yes, me personally, instead of, or in addition to, but I'd weight it heavier on the NFT marketplace side, I would get some dark, but I would go and snag as many fuel cells as I can, because dude, you don't have enough fuel cells. And these things are literally, like, the math works out to where the expected, like, you're basically going to likely get, you're likely, I mean, again, the math basically maths out to where on average, about half the dark will, like, on average, each fuel cell would basically end up with a half dark, meaning, and we know that only 1 in 20 of them win, right? So that basically means that, about 10 dark on average are going to come back to each 20 fuel cells, like a little bit more than that, actually. And so I personally would want to get as many fuel cells as I could, so I can get those odds to where if I have 22 of them, I'm likely to get, just in the first drawing, I'm likely to have one of them win and get half my dark back that I spent, or not even spent, because you can't mint them anymore. So you got to go on the marketplace to get them. But get, like, 11 dark back in the first drawing. And if I win a second drawing, which I've seen many times when someone has 22, obviously we've seen some people that didn't win any, but we also saw some people that didn't win any, or they thought they didn't, and then they realized they hadn't connected their wallet properly, or they had already scraped. But that's the move I'd take. So I love both of them, Bistro and the marketplace. But personally, I would be looking at the marketplace. That's just me. But again, we all like different things,
Yeah, basically TLDR of what he just said was that
Yeah.
we have it on good authority that the address that is selling these J3 fuel cells on Mintra and Marketplace app are not going to scrape until the entire journey's over. Meaning,
they can't.
Meaning that you could, yeah, it could. The contract could just scrape after every lottery and just keep selling dead tickets.
Well, no, what I'm saying is it would have to. But the NFTs, when they're listed on Mintra, are locked into a smart contract. Like they're in an escrow smart contract. So you basically have to delist to be able to scrape, right? So like if it was scraped, then that would basically. But yes, you're right. Theoretically, like it could be delisted and scraped if it won, for sure. But right now, there's no such thing as scraping, because they're literally out there, and the drawing's not for another couple of days.
Yeah, you are for sure going to get a live ticket right now if you buy before the drawing.
Yes.
Even after the drawing, This address is going
Oh,
to
I
be
see what you're
selling J3s.
Oh,
and some of them
I
have
see what you're
already
saying.
won the lottery, and they win the second and third lottery. Do you see what I'm saying?
Dude, so you're basically saying that if this address is not scraping, then someone could potentially go there and buy one fuel cell, basically participate in an instant lottery, but they could buy one fuel cell for whatever it's listed for, Pulse, Dye, Ink, whatever, Dark. If it's ideally we want Dark and Pink Miss Whale up there, which we're working on, but they could basically get that and have an instant scrapable, like 11 Dark potentially after that first drawing. Like instantly. So they could literally buy it with whatever it's going for, $20, and then they could have 10 Dark on there, which is like $150, or 11 Dark, $165 scrapable immediately. No forward-looking price forecasts. Dude, that's crazy. See, that element is nuts. There's no NFTs you can buy on any of these apps, even on Ethereum right now, that you have a chance of buying that thing and instantly being able to win the lottery. Now, the smart ones are going to know how to like really decipher the code and see which ones actually have winnings attached to them. That's possible, you know, and so we'll see if that ends up happening. If certain snipes end up happening, then we'll have to talk to the lister, right? But I mean, it's good. We want that to happen. However, if people are just buying like 10, only buying 10 winners, then it's like, oh, okay, all right, guys, you guys are taking too much advantage of this game. But yes, I'd go over there after the drawing and I'd buy 22 of them, dude, just so that I'm likely to have one, and maybe even scrape more than I paid instantly, you know.
And here's
dude,
another.
I love that you have Get Lucky on the shirt, dude. Oh, is it? It's not St. Patty's Day today, is it?
It's St. Patty's Day,
dude.
There's a touch of green on your shirt.
Does this count?
Like, I wouldn't consider that Irish green. That's
No,
like
it's
teal.
not.
That's like my tattoo teal. So
Dude.
you got to get a green hat on, man.
Dude, this is the hat
I'm
I
gonna
did
attack
have
you
on
and pinch
before I
the
changed
shit
my-
out of you right now in your room.
I know what is going on, dude. Do I have a?
Dude, you're part ginger.
No, yeah.
You're supposed to
There's
start
a little
glimmering and shimmering at night.
Yes.
Like when at midnight you're supposed to start glimmering.
Dude, thank God
gold.
Thank God for Twilight, because growing up I was so insecure about the color of my skin, and then Twilight made like vampires cool, like made like
you started looking tan after.
Yeah,
Twilight.
then people were like, "Oh, dude, did your skin like sparkle like diamonds?" Like pale was in. Even celebrities were like making themselves more pale, not going tanning, and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'm in the mix." And then it kind of faded out. But luckily, my face is usually red, so
there we go. Now I'm all right. It says good lucky and
I'm gonna get a watch on that has I have a watch that has Irish green, so I can throw on an easy accessory.
Yeah, dude. So check this out. It says buy some Pink Miss Well if you are bored. So here's a cool thing. I just found a glitch in the Bistro website.
Oh,
it's
snap!
Kind of funny. Yeah, so I'll pull that up in a second. But he says, buy some more Pink Miss Well if you're bored. You don't have enough J3 fuel cells. I'm building an alpha spreadsheet when I'm not teaching.
Dude, Crypto Cat, that is so exciting because...
And he said, you just gave out too much alpha. You just spilled like a lot of alpha.
I know. I really did, dude. It's like there really isn't anything like this on the... Well, let me tell you what's going to happen. So soon, it's in the process of being built, literally as we speak. We're going to see updates to the site, right? And we don't want to give too much out. We don't want to create, we want it to be under promise and over deliver, right? But we will just say this, there will be essentially a page that is like a dashboard page, kind of like for fuel cells, where you can basically, all the fuel cells in your wallet, it'll basically tell you which ones have won, which one, like each one of them, how much they've been scrapable, what your average chances in the lottery have been with the fuel cells that you've had, like basically all types of data points that would be so exciting to see in drill downs. Now, we'd ideally like a community member to build this like Dune, but Dune's not available on Pulse Chain yet, like where we could create a bunch of different things like that, but where it's literally a window into your fuel cells. So you can see, you can even put a certain one in to see like, you know, if it has anything on it. But yes, Crypto Cat, it was a lot of alpha and it might be shooting ourselves in the foot. But I don't think so. I think it's, dude, anyone in this game, dude, is and Max. I don't even want to talk about what we've got. We can't talk about what's upcoming, but there's just some good things, dude. Being in this community this early is good.
It is. No, it's this actually. Someone just dumped a crazy amount of dark right here. We were at 15.
Maybe they arbed it. Maybe they arbed it. They did that arb.
They might have arbed it, but if they arb it, then they're paying $14.50 and they're selling it for 13.
Well, right,
So
but
they're actually
if they won
losing
300, but I'm
arbing.
saying if they got $300 on the arb for the purchase, if they bought it and
Mhm.
made $300 extra, or they got $300 discount, then what would it end up being if they sold it?
This is something that I just noticed was that so OX Bistro takes its price feeds from Deck Screener, right?
Right?
So here's 100 for sale for $14.50, and it was saying it was worth 13 because that's what it was reading, but it was reading the pair with the most history, which was Pulse. So Pulse was this pair was $1 cheaper, and it's still $1 cheaper than the rest. So it's $1 cheaper than the prices on the others, which were at 15. So it was reading the price at 13 when the price was actually 15. And they were listed at $14.50 right here. So again, you got an ARB opportunity here where even with the price drop, you can get it's $1,300 for $14.25, which wasn't bad before the dump. But and I don't know if someone dumped what they bought on Bistro. I highly doubt that they dumped what they bought on Bistro.
Right.
Because they would have just bought it at a great price. And chances are the people going to OX Bistro are people that want to mint in the next window. Or
incredibly intelligent people that realize that we're in the process of getting Dark listed on Mintra. So if they're able to get Dark at a discount and they're able to get the J3 fuel cells, they're able to stack more J3 fuel cells that are about to have crazy winnings, like the highest total lottery we've seen.
Right.
Then and if they're able to get them with Dark, oh dude, that would
I wonder if they did it on the ink side, because you can see it going from $15 and then drop into 14 real fast here.
Right.
And there is a $100 sell, but that's not that powerful. Right there.
Right.
So it's not the Solid X pair right there. And then you go over here to the wrapped pulse pair.
Right.
And again, you're going from this one only went up to $14, but look, these aren't very big sells. So this is $25 sell isn't gonna. This is an airdrop guy that just found his airdrop. Look at that too. Boom, boom. See that?
Yeah.
All right, so that's airdrop, homie, but that's not enough to really move the price.
It's very. Far. I mean, do what you want with your crypto, but that's kind of foolish to me. If I got airdrop, dude, I'd be looking if I could. I'd wait for hopefully Mintra in the next day or two. Yeah. We can get them with Dark. I'd be.
Look at this. We got 4.4, 4.4. So this guy's dropped a cup like 50 grand. I'm sorry, $50, $60.
Right.
That's not really going to drop us a buck. And then the next pair is Dark and Nope. So I doubt it's the Nope boys, but yeah, not big enough sells here on the Nope when it goes from $15 down. So that leaves the ink pair is like the only one that still has any. So someone is grabbing some ink before the ink printer. That's my bet. Let's grab the ink pair up here. It only has $3 grand of liquidity too.
Right.
So it doesn't take a lot to move that one. So pulling that up right here. Let's see if it has the address already copied. Nope, that's a StreamYard link. Just kidding. Let's go over here and grab a Dark. Doop. All right, now it's going to list. Here's the Nope, the 2 pool right here. Ink. Here's the ink pair right here. So yeah, look at that one went down 12%. The others went down, and this one went down 13% as well. But 12% on this ink chart. Let's pull this one up,
dude. Which we're finding glitches everywhere. We found those glitches on Rabby and DeBank, where basically if a liquidity pair is removed, that is like the oldest one that it seems to get from, like it takes a long time to reindex it, and basically the tokens just disappear from they don't disappear from your wallet on blockchain, but in terms of their interface, like they're not pulling any price for liquidity, even though there's so much liquidity out there. Well, now you know what I mean, comparatively low.
This is interesting. 4.4, that's shown up on 2 other pairs where they sold 4.4, waited a bit, 4.4 again. So they've actually gone across several. This might be a bot or a script that someone's got to,
or a limit order that's filling it partially. Like that's what
I'm not sure. That's crazy.
Totally be that.
Wow. But like I said, we were sitting pretty at 15 this morning. The Irish is not with dark this morning. But then again, like I said, you just go to Bistro.
Well, dude, hey, listen, man, maybe some people heard the alpha on stream and maybe they were like, they're not, they're like, oh, maybe I'll sell my dark, see if I can get some pulse, and then see if I can go back and get it cheap. Do a reverse arb, like where they first sell it, then get it back cheaper on Bistro. Like,
well, they can buy it cheap and then come out here and buy it or sell it at market cost without.
Right. Yeah. Either direction. Like that's ideally the way to go.
Yeah.
I'm saying like if they hear that on stream, like what I've typically done in the past, I've been like, oh snap, I can art. Like, okay, cool. I've already got it. So I'm just going to sell it and then go snatch it up cheaper right now. Or I snatched it up cheap and do it at the same time, like.
Sure.
There's too much alpha.
I just got off Randy and someone there was telling people that there was a $200 ARB opportunity last night with ink and dark. So you could get an extra $200 of dark last night by giving ink to this address.
Mm-hmm.
So they were trading for ink, probably getting ready again for the ink airdrop, the ink printer dropping tomorrow, launching tomorrow. Right. So keep an eye on this.
Tomorrow.
Check this because this price right here goes up and down with the market, and it usually picks one of the lower ones, right?
Right.
Right here. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This one right here, the amount. This one goes up and down with the market, and it's doing the most conservative pair that they have on Dex Screener. Right. So the price might actually be higher than what it says here. So now it's saying 1304, which is probably going, like I said, off of the Pulse. Yep, 1304. Look at that. So it's a direct price feed from this specific pair. So it's lower than the other pairs, which it almost always is. See, 1338.
Yeah.
1394. See what I'm saying?
Well, so it seems like
21.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's actually giving you the lowest quote.
It's like, it's doing the same. Yeah, it's like kind of doing the same. It's like kind of acting like an aggregator almost in the sense that it's reading all those. So is it a glitch or is it just that it's finding the best price?
It's just showing you the lowest amount.
So yeah, so that's clever in terms of them, right? Like that's
yeah.
You really want them to see.
Yeah, it looks like we still have several J3 fuel cells still over here on. I know someone went shopping last night and bought a pack of 20. Then they returned as soon as they were listed, and they threw another pack of 20 up there. Oh, or maybe they're not for sale. Let me see if I can do these with the high price here. Priced. Yep. Okay. So there's still a handful here. There's about
still not enough
for sale,
dude. Still, I mean,
Pulsemark map.
So, dude, if someone doesn't hold any darker fuel cells, like they might not understand the game yet, and that's fine. A lot of people might not understand the minting, etc. Listen, if you want to participate in the ecosystem, the easiest way to do that is to get the J3 fuel cells if they're available. I mean, the other day we were seeing they'd be listed. We'd see five at a time, 7 at a time, and they'd just go. And but you get those, you're already minted. Like you're already minted. You have the fuel cell, you have a yield bearing asset, and you have a live lottery ticket that in the next couple of days could win you. It could possibly win you more than the amount you spend, or on average, if you have about 22 of them, on average, you should be able to just in the first drawing get about half back. But again, that's math and random. It can work against. There's a standard deviation, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's the easiest way to enter the game at the moment, because you can't mint you can't get these fuel cells ever again, like ever, unless they're listed on the marketplace. There
were only 106,000 of them minted.
Mm-hmm. And so compared to dude, if you look at most NFT collections that do 10,000, right, and of course, totally different thing. Those are PFP, not totally different. Oftentimes you'll see hundreds of them listed, right? Whereas on this, like for 100,000, you're seeing would you say 20 something that were listed?
22. There's 23 listed on Mintra, and there's 18 listed on Pulsemark.
So you're talking 41 that are listed at 100,000. That's crazy.
that's the thing that gets really crazy about this is that you can buy an NFT that may have already won the lottery, that may already have 10 or 11 darks stuck to the outside.
Dude, that is so nuts.
Like after Wednesday, you could be buying. It's almost like back in the day when you got like a Pokemon pack and you were hoping for a Charizard, or you bought, a Topps baseball pack and you were hoping for Darryl Strawberry when he was super big in the 90s. Remember that?
Oh, absolutely. Before he got caught in the laundromat.
Yeah, and after that, they took on kind of a different value, right?
Right. They definitely did. Dude, the Beckett, remember Beckett magazine to check prices of cards? Did you ever get Beckett Monthly?
No, I didn't. I my buddies had it because I never got into I spent all of my money on fireworks, snow cones, and music and rollerblades. I blew it all on that. I didn't have enough money to gamble as a kid.
Yeah. Dude, rollerblades was my jam, but I usually strategically ask for those for Christmas, and then I'd then allowance anything I'd get, it'd all go to baseball cards. Like
you're basically getting like stocks.
Or
you're basically trading stocks as a kid.
Yeah, basically, or CDs. Like, oh, dude, we were always doing something. One of the things we did that so I went to it was a Jewish community center, right? And that's where we basically did kindergarten enrichment there, and then also like some like after school and also summer camp activities. And anyway, during summer camp, one of the local AAA baseball teams, they basically, it seems like a benefactor had given them like a stack of tickets like that thick, right? For free, that they would just put up at the window, like where parents would go check the kids in and out. And they were like for parents to take, and if they wanted to take their kids to the game, right? Well, one of the things that I did was I saw them and I'm like, oh my gosh, free tickets? Like that's, talk about
like a stack of cash.
Yeah, dude. So I literally took and we had a camping trip coming up, and I wanted to be part of the cool kids, but they'd known each other too long. But I was like trying to work my way in, and I got like out of that stack, I got about that many, and I went around door to door to neighbors selling the tickets for like a little less than face value, and dude, sure enough, like stacked up $100, and went to the local gas station, got a bunch of sour candies, a bunch of Jolt Cola, which I wasn't supposed to have. Like,
I remember it was disgusting, dude.
Dude, it was
like tar.
Oh, dude, it was so bad. And then the Jolt 2X that they came out with. So anyway, I take so I get it all done. I take my bag to we're going on the camping trip, and I have this basically duffel bag, right? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So I've got this duffel bag, and I have all the candy and sodas at the bottom, and then I have a bunch of baseball cards like tossing on the top, and then my clothes, then baseball cards, just in case my mom looked in it. And I was dumb enough to like leave it there in the center of the floor. And so we were going out to the car, and she picked it up. She was instantly like, "What's in this thing?" And she opened it, dude. I got so busted. She's like, "Where'd you get this money? You're not allowed to have this soda."
What do you do with Jolt Cola?
That was the first thing. Like, you are not allowed to have this. This is going. You can't take any of this with you. And I'm like, "Mom, but it's for other. Like, I want to share it with other kids." And she's like, "Nope, you're not doing it." Wasn't able to take anything. Lost all the stuff, and then had to go apologize and basically give the money back to each neighbor. I shouldn't have told where I got the money, but it's so I was trying to be entrepreneurial at a young age.
That's pretty.
I did like 9 or 10.
Yeah, pretty unlucky. Dang.
The ink was taken for dark. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the ink was taken for dark. It's getting sniped. Like there were some people that bought ink at $1.50 the other night.
That's
when
so
it spiked down. Like I might know the guy that just dropped a trunk on there. Cryptocat says the ink was taken from the dark. Someone is watching. Buy some TMW if you're bored. I might change my name to Crypto Dark 46. Do it. Good afternoon.
There you go, dude. I like
for the lottery. Happy
Cat.
St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you, diehard Hexakin. Hi, hi, Randy's mom. I believe in yourself. Max is our leprechaun.
He sure
Never
is.
got into Twilight, but was definitely into Angel. I forgot my days as well, Dawn. That retired mindset of like,
Right.
Oh, is it a Wednesday? Is it a holiday? I don't know. If it weren't for Jamie, I wouldn't know what day it was. With a bit of Buffy on the side. Yeah, a bit of Buffy.
The Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, don't create panic buying. Finally made the live show. Thank you, Patrick. Good to see you, buddy. Corey and Investor And quick question,
By
Max.
the way, shout out to Dark Matter the track, Corey and Investor. Check it out on Sound.
Yeah, we'll be playing. Yeah, it's in our Telegram as well.
So sick.
AJ Rip City Hex is trying to get the audio from that to do a whole new video.
Oh, dude, yes.
So that would be sick. And we're almost to our hard stop. So Corey
We are
says,
to a hard stop.
and
Lucky man.
quick question, Max. Once a fuel cell wins, it can only win once, right?
Dark Matter.
And
Yes, ma'am.
can you tell which fuel cell won in the lottery, or is that being worked on? We're working on a way to.
Dude, he's smart. He's
We're working on a way to. He's going to look for that number when it comes up for sale and snipe the winners.
Yeah, he wants to buy a $20 NFT for and get a $160 rebate instantly. You know what I mean? He's not dumb. He's not dumb at all.
This shirt is for me.
Oh, that's what you guys need to go.
Jamie wants to get lucky. That's
Yeah,
what she said.
I'm gonna get lucky.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
This is the
More
shirt.
power to you guys.
So,
Lots of pinching, right? It's St. Patty's Day.
And we had a similar question on Randy's group that I just came out of, no permissions. He was saying like if you move a dark, what happens? Does it have to be scraped to be moved? And I'm like, no, because the lottery reads the ID of the NFT, which is what Corey's asking about. So paint dark.
Well, let me answer that question a little bit. So Corey, I don't know if you were on earlier. The part of the site is being built out as we speak, where there's going to be a full dashboard where you can actually see like which fuel cell numbers. Maybe you can even put a random fuel cell number in. It'll tell you what winnings it has. Like a lot of features that are going to be added to that. However, currently there certainly is a way on the blockchain. There's a lot of smart contracts, and it would take some sleuthing. There certainly is a way to see which ones have the winners on them, like after the drawing. So it just isn't there yet in terms of an easy way.
There's not a front end for it yet.
Yeah, there's not a front end for it yet. But of course, there's a way to identify after the drawing which one's won. There is a way for sure. And so let me just make sure I got the rest of his question. Yep. So that's the and it can only win once. Yes, Corey, that's the other part. Out of 3 drawings, it can only win once. Yes, correct. But a wallet can win as many times as it wants. It goes off fuel cell. So it goes off, like if you have a fuel cell, it can only win once. If you have 20 fuel cells, well, if you're lucky, theoretically all 20 of them can win, but only one of the 3 drawings. So ideally you want to win on the biggest. So you don't really want to win on the first. But this drawing, the first, I think the first might even be bigger than the bigger. I think it goes bigger, and then biggest is actually slightly smaller than I don't know. Big is big, then bigger is slightly under, if I'm not mistaken, and then biggest is bigger.
Yeah. Well, we did that. We left the roll button was live for a long time, and we're gonna cut the roll button after the biggest payout, because we want it to continue to graduate the way we want to. So enjoy that roll button after this one, because that will roll. But after the biggest payday, that button will probably be turned off till the next 30.
Yeah, because otherwise the first drawing ends up being always bigger than the second drawing. And then the third one gets to be a bit big. It will always end up being that way, because you'll have the biggest payout scraped and added to the first drawing, if that makes sense, you know? And even though the basis is 3 times less than the bigger, the scrape and roll overcompensates that. But it doesn't compensate for the 6x on the last one from the first.
Yep. And he says, Kepler says, so pay dark and PMW for J3s would be a game changer.
Okay, please reach out to Mintra. Reach out to Mintra and Pulse Market with emails and tweets, and please ask them to add those. Like, dude, just tweet it right now. Truly, we'll retweet it. Retweet Mintra and Pulse Market app that we need dark and PMW added as a pay feature on their website. They've got HOA, they've got all these other tokens. Of course, they'll add ours.
Oh my goodness. I want to burn through these comments and then talk about the art contest really quick. Cheaters never win, not financial advice, but you take the ink tomorrow and take a loan against it and buy dark. Oh shoot, that's 4D chess. Good morning, Tracy G, in the place to be. Just look at this way to use your pulse and hold it as the dark token, and you'll have more pulse, not financial advice, back at teaching. And then some people say hello, afternoon. Firecrackers are good. We're good in teenage years.
Younger than that.
Firecrackers in my desk right now.
I was a pyro.
Patrick has an air fryer. How's the air fryer business? If only I had taken Lucky Day. It's slow waiting for the bull market hit. If only I had looked at the price of production versus the selling price. Definitely made money. That's it. And like I said,
Yep.
make sure you go to, I'm going to share my screen for 1 second.
Oh.
Go to Twitter. You got to go to Twitter. You got to go to communities. You got to join the collective community right here.
Yep. Oh, for art
And
contest.
this is where we are counting the likes and the retweets for the art contest on J4. There's still about 14 days left.
And
of
some
this
damn good
contest.
art, dude. Look at that one.
14. I
So
mean, yeah,
sick.
just some of this stuff is
That-
absolutely sick. But make sure you post it in
That's-
here so that it counts for the votes, and then make sure you retweet it to everyone else so that they see how amazing this community is.
All
Dude,
right.
that one's sick.
So
These
yeah,
are all-
make sure you do this if you're doing the art contest. We'll be talking about that more later. And I did a book workshop yesterday, and in the work and we went over chapter 1 and some things we need to tweak with it, and it'll be ready to go. And then
Yeah,
of course I leaked on Randy's group that
Ew,
I
That's
had
gross.
I leaked there that I
Oh,
had
I'm
80% of our Pink Miss Well game done, which is imagine Russian roulette and people buying dark and the smart contract buys dark matter off the market as
So
part of
you'll
the
make
prize.
money.
Don't share too much. Don't share too much.
Okay, let's go.
I got to go to lunch. I
Okay,
love
don't-
you guys.
hey,
I
don't
will
share
see you
too much,
soon.
dude. That game, I'm telling you, there's a
Bye.
We'll be
gotta
working on
go.
we'll be working on the rest of that. AI built 80% of it in 5 minutes.
Yep.
80%.
And-
So we just
And a different thing that has to do with privacy that it built about 4 days ago for me. That again, we got to talk about that works with the fuel cells. It's a whole system that anyway, dude. If Dark could end up being a
privacy token.
Dude,
or
you know
if
what's
we can
crazy?
have
Do you know that
privacy through those.
there's a dark net marketplace like Silk Road that's called Dark Matter. Do you know that? It's one of the biggest ones. Did you know that?
What is
There's a-
privacy?
No, on Darknet, like where
Oh,
Silk, Silk Road that you get
Okay.
stuff from.
Yeah.
I was talking to a potential intervention the other day, and the family was telling me, they said they've been getting this stuff from Dark Matter, and I was so confused because I was like, wait a minute, whoa, these are two worlds mixing. Like, wait, what do you mean? And then they're like, yeah, I'm like, what is dark? They're like, oh, dark. It's on the dark web, I guess. And I'm like, oh wow. And sure enough, I googled. It's one of the top marketplaces, dude.
Yeah. Hey,
So,
Jonathan
wow.
Kapala, my brother from another mother. Thank you. Have a great day.
I need
Frank,
one of those. Dude.
Here's
Those are
Frank's
sick.
mug. I bought it for Dark. I sent him Dark for this. So
Good
happy
deal. Use
St.
case.
Patrick's Day, Frank. Good to see
You're
you.
Frank, dude, my
I'll
man.
chop it up. All
Just
right.
tell him you'll be on later.
We'll be on later. Well, I don't think we will be on later because I want to finish the game with you and launch it.
Okay, we gotta go.
So
Yeah, at least on testnet, right?
Yeah.
At least testnet.
All right. Love you. Ciao.
Love you guys. Where are you guys going? Pickleball or
We're
what?
gonna go. No, we're
The
gonna go to the
hospital.
hospital.
Best
that
food
sounds fun.
in town.
The hospital has the best food
Mhm.
in the area.
Oh, I
It's
see.
so
Oh,
good.
It's literally the best restaurant is the hospital
I've
cafeteria
seen
around
that
here,
before. Yeah, like
which is it's like half price. It's cheap, delicious.
that's the way to
So
go.
we're gonna go to the hospital for lunch.
Okay, let's
And
go.
if you overeat, you can easily just get a room right there. You know,
Yeah.
you can tell
They
them,
just
like,
give me all their extra food because they love me too.
dude, I don't doubt it. You guys need to fax me some food. Email me.
All
some.
All right.
Okay. All right.
All
Goodbye.
right. See you guys.
All right. Ciao, guys.